Hello, bonjour, and welcome to the 2020 Prestige Awards. I am Kelly VanderBeek, and I am honored to be here in order to celebrate the exceptional talent across this great nation on behalf of Sport Tourism Canada. Now, a lot has changed in this last year, and in fact, we're virtual, and I'm in my home in Canmore, Alberta. So before we move too far along, I would like to acknowledge the First Nations, Metis and Inuit, on whose traditional lands and territory we live, work, and play. My home is on Treaty 7 region land, which encompasses the Stoney Nakoda, the Blackfoot, the Tsuut'ina, as well as the Zone 3 Métis. Now, I must apologize for our tardiness. I mean, really, we were supposed to be live in Edmonton a year ago, and I don't like to make excuses, COVID, but the fact is we are a year late. We are recognizing events that happened in the calendar year for 2019, but unfortunately, COVID, we were unable to do so, but I must thank and recognize Sport Tourism Canada for the incredible work they did to rally in order to ensure the 2020 Prestige Awards, the 14th, I might add, are happening. As well as thank you to our 24 exceptional finalists for your patience and willingness to help us put this together. Now, as I already mentioned, a lot has changed in the last year, including the fact that we're all getting quite comfortable at home. You know, we're always in our fuzzies, our slippers, but I thought we would dress it up a little, make it a little red carpet. So I wanted to celebrate because you deserve a red carpet evening. So I am dressed to the nines, but at the end of the day, I still am at home. And of course, I'm in the mountains, I'm a skier. It's also a little après-ski, so I apologize. I didn't have time to take off my ski boots. But moving on, I must recognize that there were also a few other changes. You may have noticed Sport Tourism Canada has gone through a name and branding change. It used to be Canadian Sport Tourism Alliance. Now it's Sport Tourism Canada. And as this event has straddled a fairly lengthy period of time, you will notice a few mixes as far as the branding goes throughout this event this evening. But one thing has not changed. The presenting sponsor for the 2020 Prestige Awards is once again Saskatoon Sports Tourism. We must thank them because they've also put together this incredible tour of their beautiful, sunny, welcoming city. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a tour of Saskatoon.
Welcome to Saskatoon, one of the sunniest, youngest, and most welcoming cities in all of Canada. I've heard some people think we're as quiet and flat as our landscape. Well,
Sorry, excuse me. After you, please.
Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
sure, thanks. Oh, sorry. I'd like you to go
Are you
first.
sure?
Yeah, please, thank you.
Sorry. If this is quiet and flat, then count me in.
I hope I'm not the only one who now wants to go to Saskatoon, find her, and give her a huge high five. So thank you to Saskatoon Sport Tourism for being the presenting sponsor this evening, as well as business development specialist Heather Burry for that really fun video. And we are all hoping to be back together again in person for Edmonton 2022. But if you haven't yet signed up for SEC Sport Events Congress 21 Virtual Edition, please do so sooner than later. Now, before I became a broadcaster, I was an Olympian, an Olympic downhiller, and it was a long journey to get to the Olympics. But the moment I became an Olympian might not be quite what you would expect. See, when I was 9 years old, I dreamt of the Olympics, and the first time I watched it and had goosebumps when Team Canada was announced, I dreamt that I won an Olympic medal. I came down and I said, Mom, Dad, I'm going to be an Olympian. And they looked at me and they said, okay, sweetie, what sport? Downhill ski racing. And I'm from Kitchener-Waterloo at Chicopee Ski Club. If you know it, it's this tiny little hill. And they didn't tell me I couldn't do it. But that journey of a 9-year-old dream versus the reality was quite different. And the moment I had qualified for the Olympics, I had the jacket, I was with Team Canada, we're about to enter the opening ceremonies. I didn't feel the goosebumps. I didn't feel what I thought I would feel as that 9-year-old kid had dreamt. That is until I picked up the phone and called my family. In the same living room, the same wallpaper, the same couch, the same everything since I'd been 9 years old. And my mom answered, and her voice cracked. And she said, I'm so proud of you. And that was the moment I became an Olympian. I was brought to tears, not because of the jacket, not because of the stadium, but because of the reminder of the journey to get there. And the journey included thousands of events across Canada. And you are the people who are affecting people's journeys. You're affecting communities. You're affecting our country. And that is why I'm so honored to be here this evening as the presenter for the Prestige Awards. And if you didn't know, it's an acronym. Prestige stands for Program Recognizing Exceptional Sport Tourism Initiatives, Games, and Events. You can see why we went with an acronym. It's a little bit long. Now, let's move on to our first award of this evening. Again, we are recognizing events that happened in the calendar year of 2019. And the first one is for the Canadian Sport Event Sponsorship Initiative of the Year Award. Puis en français, le prix de l'initiative de commandie d'un événement sportif canadien de l'année. And this is presented by Add-Up Display. This award, it recognizes the partnership between a company, an organization, an agency, or individual that contributed to the overall success of a national or international sport event held in Canada in 2019. Let's take a look at the 3 finalists.
The finalists are...
Les finalistes sont...
BMO Bank of Montreal, Vancouver Marathon.
BMO, Banque de Montréal, Marathon de Vancouver.
As title sponsor, Bank of Montreal helped the BMO Vancouver Marathon event reach another record year, welcoming more than 18,000 runners and generating massive media coverage. Their involvement covers a wide range of activations, including over 250 employees who volunteered on race weekend. And it has a direct impact on the success of the event, including athlete participation, tourism, volunteer capacity, inclusion, economic impact, and environmental sustainability. Their branding is multi-pronged, with banners throughout the city, and all means of outdoor as well as digital displays. BMO engages not just runners, but also the general public to generate excitement and build a highly successful event. Canada Life, Mackenzie Tour, PGA Tour Canada.
Canada Vie, Mackenzie Tour, PGA Tour Canada.
Canada Life has been a long-standing supporter of the Mackenzie Tour, helping professional golfers pursue their dreams. It serves as the title sponsor of the opening event in Vancouver, the Canada Life Open, and supports Canadians on the Mackenzie Tour by awarding a bonus to the top Canadian at each event, along with $25,000 to the top Canadian at season's end. The Canada Life Championship culminates in a week-long celebration of golf and community. It delivers substantial value to partners, provides significant engagement opportunities, builds profile for the community, generates charitable income and economic impact, and provides a memorable experience for everyone involved. Tamarack Homes Ottawa Race Weekend.
Tamarack Homes, fin de semaine des courses d'Ottawa.
The Tamarack Ottawa Race Weekend is the city's largest not-for-profit tourism event. Tamarack Homes' financial support has enabled the operational team to grow from 3 to 5 full-time staff, creating an enhanced experience for runners and their families through increased services, on-site operational support, and improved logistics. The partnership enabled Run Ottawa to grow its marketing program and reach new audiences across the country and internationally, and to tell a compelling message about Ottawa as a destination. Participants raise $800,000 every year for dozens of local charities, supporting causes close to their hearts. The impact of the weekend will be felt in the community for months and years to come. And the award goes to
Le prix est présenté à
Tamarack Homes, Ottawa Race Weekend.
Ian Fraser here, and greetings from Ottawa. We're honored to be considered for the Canadian Sport Event Sponsorship Initiative of the Year Award. That's a mouthful all in itself. Having Tamarack Homes as our sponsor and key partner has been truly amazing. Our long-standing relationship has benefited Run Ottawa and Ottawa Race Weekend immensely over the years. When we think of Tamarack Homes, we think of everything community within our national capital region. And those same values align perfectly with Ottawa Race Weekend and Run Ottawa's vision of helping our participants realize their goals and their dreams while creating incredible opportunities for improved physical fitness and mental well-being. From our community to yours, Ottawa Race Weekend has truly been able to spread its wings. With the help of Tamarack Homes, we bring people to our events from every corner of Canada and from around the globe. You know, to win this award, I think would really reinforce the idea that strong working sponsorships and partnerships are really key to driving events forward and to helping the tourism industry grow and prosper. We love the idea of bringing new people to Ottawa, showcasing our beautiful city, and for that we could have never done it without the help of Tamarack Homes. So a big thank you to Tamarack Homes, huge thank you, of course, to Sport Tourism Canada. Thanks everybody, and stay safe.
Ian used the word partnership, and isn't that what this is all about? Connecting and strengthening partnerships between people and places through sport. Honestly, it's what gets most of us out of bed in the morning. So thank you, and congratulations again to Ian Fraser, Executive Director of Run Ottawa and Tamarack Homes. Now, volunteers, nothing would happen without volunteers. Si on n'avait pas les bénévoles, rien va se passer pendant les journées, because they are integral into having any event happen, from the playground all the way to the world stage. So this award, the Sport Event Volunteer of the Year Award, Le prix du bénévole d'un événement sportif de l'année, is an important one because it recognizes the outstanding contribution of an individual's volunteer efforts during the hosting of one or more sporting events in Canada in 2019. Please enjoy learning a bit more about these three finalists, and this award is presented by WestJet.
The finalists are
Les finalistes sont
Brian Hetherington 2019 World Triathlon Series, Edmonton, Alberta. Brian Hetherington has been integral to the success of the Edmonton triathlon community for many years. Currently the longest-serving volunteer board member of the World Triathlon Series Edmonton, in 2019 he played a crucial role in driving successful government relations, public relations, and media services for the 2019 ITU World Triathlon Series. He goes above and beyond to ensure everyone involved in the event has a world-class experience. His efforts have raised the profile of the city on the international stage, and he is now proudly mentoring and inspiring the next generation of sport volunteers. Denis Perreault, Hockey Day in Canada, Western Canada Summer Games, CCA Rodeo, World U17 Hockey Challenge, Swift Current, Saskatchewan. The city of Swift Current, Saskatchewan has a mayor who understands the economic impact of bringing sport events to the city, and who also rolls up his sleeves and actively volunteers. With 4 major events in 2019, Denis Perreault took part in Hockey Day in Canada, CCA Rodeo, and the World U17 Hockey Challenge. He also led over 1,700 volunteers to host the Western Canada Summer Games. His ability to inject humor and fun in volunteering is contagious, as he proudly showcases the positive impact of giving back and exemplifies the personal growth and development gained from the experiences. Lynn Radford, 2019 Canada Winter Games, Red Deer, Alberta.
Lynn Radford, Jeux d'hiver du Canada 2019, Red Deer, Alberta.
From the initial bid until the moment the 2019 Canada Winter Games cauldron was extinguished, Lynn Radford was the driving force and champion of the Games in Red Deer. As chair of the host society, she volunteered for more than 6 years to ensure their success. She knew the Games could boost community pride, showcase the city nationally, leave a legacy of new facilities, while also being an important economic generator. She actively led 4,500 volunteers, doing everything from organizing luggage, marshalling athletes, and handling event teardown. She believes in everyone's ability to contribute and truly embodied the motto of the Games, "This is our moment." And the award goes to
Le prix est présenté à
Lynn Radford, 2019 Canada Winter Games, Red Deer, Alberta.
I want to acknowledge that I am accepting this award in Red Deer on the ancestral and traditional Indigenous territories of Treaty 6 and Treaty 7. When you consider not only the other two finalists and their great contributions, Brian as a multi-year organizer of an internationally recognized event, and Denny as a multi-event organizer, and also the millions of volunteers across this nation that share their time and skills to make our world a better place, this is indeed a tremendous honor. I am a proud Canadian, Albertan and Red Deerian. I am a Métis woman who became the first female chairperson to lead a Canada Games host society. In 2011, a colleague, Mike Klass, and I realized that Alberta would have the opportunity to host the 2019 Canada Winter Games. A carrot had been dangled, and I couldn't let it go. Pretty close to 10 years later, we are wrapping up one of the biggest challenges of my life, one that also represents the culmination of one of the greatest feelings of pride in my community building journey. There are a multitude of things and circumstances that have brought me to live this journey. First, to my maternal great-grandmother, a Cree woman who was forced to leave her home reserve and raise 18 children in a brutally harsh and toxic environment. I can still see her determination when standing up to people in power. She taught us to work smarter than others, but most of all, that every human being has their worth. You just need to help them find it. To my parents who showed us that love and respect for others makes the world a better place. Thanks to my children who have taught me that the new generation of parents are smart and they will continue to build their community and show their mother a smarter way of doing this. To my dear 11 little ones, or not so little some of them now, thank you for showering me with unwavering love. You always have made rough days much easier to handle, and you are the future that this legacy has been built for. To my 3 Amigo partners, we didn't always agree on direction, but you always supported and many times made my ideas better. To the staff and thousands of volunteers that took up the call of community building and made this one of the greatest events ever staged in Canadian history, certainly in the 54 years of the Canada Games. To my beautiful city of Red Deer and everyone in it for believing in this vision. To the funding partners, sponsors, suppliers, and organizations that also believe that our community is great. Thank you to Canada Games Council for this nomination, but most of all for your never-ending strive for improving an already great framework and making this event one of the premier events of Canadian sport. And last but not least, my husband, who supported, challenged, and wept with pride watching me fulfill a dream to leave a community in a better place than when I started. I love you, and I thank you for being there. The 2019 Canada Winter Games were successful beyond measure, but not because of me, because of the compassionate, enthusiastic, and brilliantly skillful group of thousands of volunteers across this nation that made it possible for millions of youth to dare to dream of greatness. This award may be in my name, but it is shared with all of you. This was our moment.
Congratulations, Lynn. You certainly left Red Deer in better shape than when you started, although you may have left some people a little tired and a little cold. See, I ran into Ron McLean when he was doing lots of volunteering with his wife for the Red Deer Games, and he said, "Kelly, I'm so tired. It's going to be the death of me." And then I ran into Britt Phelan about a week after the events, and she said, "Kelly, I'm still trying to warm up." Regardless, Lynn, it was one for the record books. Congratulations. Now we're switching gears, looking to celebrate the future of sport tourism. This award is the Sport Tourism Rising Star of the Year Award, le Prix de l'Étoile Montant en Tourisme Sportif de l'Année. This award is presented by Sport Durham, and it celebrates emerging leaders who have already demonstrated commitment, creativity, and dynamic energy in the sport tourism industry. To tell us a little bit more about this is sport tourism specialist Lori Talling.
Sport Durham, the Region of Durham's Sport Tourism Program, is pleased to sponsor the Sport Tourism Canada Rising Star of the Year Award. Located just east of Toronto, we're a region of 8 municipalities with a mix of urban amenities and rural charm. We're proud of our sport culture, our accessible and inclusive facilities and programming, and our incredible community partners. And after this past year, we can't wait to get back to sport event hosting. We miss experiencing that feeling of joy and togetherness that sport gives us, and we look forward to warmly welcoming athletes, families, and fans again soon. Our involvement with Sport Tourism Canada is very important to us. We love to share and learn from other communities, and we really appreciate the opportunities they provide to help us develop partnerships with events rights holders. And every year at Sport Event Congress, Sport Tourism Canada reminds us of what makes for a memorable event, which is what we strive to provide for sport event participants in Durham Region. What an accomplishment to be a finalist for the Rising Star of the Year Award. As we all know, success in this industry takes a huge amount of dedication, passion, and energy. Sport Durham has a deep appreciation for the next gen emerging leaders and everyone in our industry who keeps setting the bar higher. Congratulations to all the finalists on this prestigious recognition and all that you've already achieved in your careers. Thank you for inspiring us and for your contributions to the sport tourism industry in Canada. Now please watch this video to learn more about the finalists for the Sport Tourism Rising Star of the Year Award.
The finalists are
Les finalistes sont
Tanya Gilhood, Assistant Manager, Sport Hosting Vancouver, Vancouver, British Columbia. In a relatively short period of time, Tanya Gilhood has made a significant impact on sport hosting in Vancouver. She led the redesign and rebrand of Sport Hosting Vancouver in 2018, using her background in marketing and communications to create a cohesive brand strategy. She promotes Vancouver as a destination for sports, while also supporting organizers through their event. She has been involved in securing the hosting of the 2019 IIHF World Junior Championships, the 2020 to 2023 HSBC Canada Sevens, and the 2020 Men's Volleyball Olympic Qualification Tournament. Her creative approach ensures a dynamic visitor and participant experience for everyone. Pam Lacroix, Manager, Richmond Sport Hosting, Richmond, British Columbia. Pam Lacroix has played a crucial role in developing the Richmond Sport Hosting Office, expanding the ability to attract world-class events to the city. She has inspired the community to be open to new opportunities and utilize venues beyond the iconic Richmond Olympic Oval, which still hosts many different sporting activities. She works closely with all stakeholders, broadening support and strengthening the ability to host events. She spearheaded the bids to host many 2020 events, including the Carha Hockey, the IWRF Paralympic Qualifications Tournament, ISU Junior Grand Prix of Skating event, the Indo-Pacific Trampoline and Tumbling Championships, and the 2022 Sport Events Congress. Cindy Medinsky is passionate about sport development, especially in her hometown of Edmonton. She plays a key role working with international federations, national sport organizations, and provincial sport bodies to connect them with what Edmonton can offer as a host city. In the past few years, she has introduced innovative new opportunities to Edmonton, such as FIVB Beach Volleyball, FIBA 3x3 Basketball, and the FIS World Series. She has also been a key member of Team Canada delegations, attending Sport Accord and Sport Accord Pan American, engaging at the international level and keeping both her city and country at the forefront of sport hosting. And the award goes to
Le prix est présenté à
Cindy Medinsky, Event Attraction Manager, Edmonton Events.
They say when you're nervous about a speech, just to picture the audience in their underwear. However, in today's virtual world, I'm not even going to have to do that, because most of you are probably sitting at home in front of your computers without any pants on anyways. I'm Cindy Medinsky, Event Attraction Manager for Edmonton Events. I am so grateful to be selected as a finalist for the Rising Star Award alongside two powerhouse females. It makes me so happy to see all women recognized this year for their contributions to sport tourism. So big congratulations to Tanya and Pam on your nominations. I am honored to represent Canada as a world-class sport hosting destination, and to be able to represent the city of Edmonton, my hometown, and the city I love is an absolute dream come true. From my amazing team at Edmonton Events and Explore Edmonton, to my colleagues across the country, and to my mom, who's been in this industry for over 20 years and kickstarted my interest in this career path. I am surrounded by people and organizations that inspire me every day to strive for excellence by sharing Edmonton and its story with the world. I've been committed to sport my entire life, from a young athlete to holding various positions on LOCs for major events in the city. And now in my role at Edmonton Events, I'm part of a team that directly impacts our visitor economy, our community, and our city's overall vibrancy. I am so proud to be part of an industry that values health and wellness, teamwork, determination, and perseverance. Because if there's anyone that can persevere and recover from this pandemic to bring the magic of sport back to our everyday lives, it's this group of people. So thank you to STC for this opportunity, and I can't wait to see you all again in person.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little uncomfortable, Sydney. You're picturing me naked, but okay, I'm not wearing any pants, but I do feel like I could visit the gym a little bit more these days. Regardless, congratulations, and thank you for sharing your passion for this sports industry. Now, so far, we've honored people and corporations involved in events. This next series is going to focus on the actual event. To kick things off, the first award is about event legacy. And in that award, it recognizes the outstanding achievements or contributions by individuals, companies, or organizations that have helped advance sustainable and environmental stewardship within a Canadian sport event and have left a demonstrable legacy in their communities. This award is called the Sport Event Legacy of the Year Award, le prix de l'héritage d'un événement sportif de l'année. The presenting sponsor is Connect on Campus, and to present them today is Jessica Petrella, Senior Conference Coordinator from Brock University.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Petrella, and I'm happy to be here today on behalf of Connect on Campus. Connect on Campus is an association that represents over 80 colleges and universities throughout Canada, all of which provide services for sporting groups such as accommodations, dining services, meeting spaces, and most importantly, sporting facilities for all of your sporting event needs. For more information on the services we offer and the institutions we represent, please visit us at Vendor Alley today and speak with one of our members. Connect on Campus is proud to be the sponsor of the award of Sport Event Legacy of the Year. Congratulations and good luck to all of the following finalists.
The finalists are
Les finalistes sont
2019 Canada Winter Games, Red Deer, Alberta.
Jeux d'hiver du Canada 2019, Red Deer, Alberta.
Hosting a fiscally responsible and environmentally friendly multi-sport event was one of the pillars of success for the 2019 Canada Winter Games. It created new venues, a cadre of skilled volunteers, aspiring athletes, businesses who believe in investing in sport tourism, and a community which embraces sport events. The newly constructed Gary W. Harris Canada Games Centre will benefit the community for years. Over $500,000 in sport equipment was donated to over 40 sport organizations and not-for-profits, and 700 sport officials were trained, increasing the capacity for local sport clubs. The positive impact of these games will be felt in Red Deer and Central Alberta for decades.
Championnat du monde de vélo de montagne UCI 2019, Mont-Sainte-Anne, Québec.
2019 UCI Mountain Bike World Championships, Mont-Sainte-Anne, Québec.
Les championnats du monde de vélo de montagne de l'UCI réunissent des athlètes émergents avec des concurrents de l'élite et des participants du niveau des maîtres. L'événement avait comme objectif d'être éco-responsable et de viser la cible de zéro déchet. Des stationnements sécurisés pour vélos ont incité les cyclistes à se rendre sur le site. Une plateforme de covoiturage a été offerte et les bénévoles ont utilisé un service de navette gratuit. Près de 72% des fournisseurs provenaient de rayons de moins de 100 km.
More than 70% of materials generated were reused, recycled, or composted using a 7-way waste management system. 1,000 trees were planted on the Côte de Beaupré, and surplus food was distributed at the end of each day to help people in need. Durham Region 2019 Ontario Parasport Games. Durham Region, Ontario.
Région de Durham, Jeux Parasport de l'Ontario 2019. Région de Durham, Ontario.
Durham Region's inclusive values were furthered by the 2019 Ontario Parasport Games. Volunteers learned how to ask and support people with disabilities and received free certified training on coaching adaptive sport. Host hotels purchased emergency wheelchairs, and one added a swimming pool lift. A sponsor added an elevator, and a coffee shop added power-assisted doors as businesses became more aware. 3 new local sitting volleyball teams and a 5-a-side soccer team were formed and participated in the games, including youth who had never played sport. Many individuals with disabilities will experience the life-changing benefits of Parasport and pursue their hopes and dreams as a result of the games. And the award goes to...
Le prix est présenté à Championnat du monde de vélo de montagne UCI 2019, Mont-Sainte-Anne, Québec.
Hi everyone, I'm Yves Blouin, President of the Organization Committee for the 2019 UCI Mountain Bike World Championship. Since 1991, we're having Mountain Bike World Cup at Mont-Sainte-Anne and 3 World Championships. And for sure, 2019 is big memories for us. 2019, we had around 1,000 volunteers working with us. It would be impossible without them. Our local authorities, Government of Quebec, Government of Canada, thank you very much for everything. And for sure, our playground, Mont-Sainte-Anne. Congratulations to all the nominees, and thank you for this great honor. Le prix de l'héritage de l'événement sportif de l'année. Sport Event Legacy of the Year. Thank you to Sport Tourism Canada. Thank you for this great honor. See you in 2022 for another World Cup at Mont-Sainte-Anne. Alors j'espère vous accueillir tout le monde en 2022 chez nous au Mont-Sainte-Anne.
1000 bénévoles, Yves, ça c'est incroyable et félicitations. Merci Yves Blouin. Thank you for the President of Quebec Winter Events Corporation for accepting on behalf of the Championnat du monde de vélo de montagne UCI 2019 qui était à Mont-Sainte-Anne. And we all hope to be there in person. J'espère qu'on sera là en personne dans 2022 pour le prochain événement. We hope to be there for your next event, Yves. Now, as mentioned earlier, Jessica said if you are watching this at the Sport Events Congress on demand, you can learn a little bit more about Connect on Campus in Vendor Alley. However, if you're watching this at another time, you can simply go to connectoncampus.ca. Now, the next 2 awards, I'm very honored and excited to be presenting them on behalf of CBC Sports. They're a proud supporter and longtime broadcaster of high-performance sport here in Canada. Now, this is the International Sport Event of the Year, le prix de l'événement sportif de l'année. And for the first time ever, this one is broken up into 2 categories. You have the less than 2 million and you have the more. This is going to be the less than 2. And this happened in the calendar year of 2019. Please, let's meet the finalists.
The finalists are
seulement 3 mois pour organiser l'événement réunissant 175 athlètes, l'expertise des fédérations québécoises et canadiennes en matière d'accueil d'épreuves sur courte piste était cruciale. Près de 200 personnes enthousiastes se sont portées volontaires pour aider à la tenue de l'événement à l'Arena Maurice-Richard. Finalement, l'événement a été un succès. Il a été diffusé en direct dans plus de 25 pays.
School children were introduced to the sport at a high level. It was financially viable. Athletes from 38 countries, including Canadians, received the benefit of a world-level competition and had an unforgettable experience. And the award goes to...
Le prix est présenté à
2019 World Junior Curling Championships, Liverpool, Nova Scotia.
Hi everyone, Steve here from Liverpool Championship Host Society. I'm going to upstage my fellow host committee members today. They're a tad late for the show, but we got to get underway. So maybe Chairperson Greg, Melissa, and Ralph will turn up later. As a host committee and community, we are thrilled with the World Junior Curling Championships held in 2019 being recognized among Sport Tourism Canada's award nominees for International Sport Event of the Year 2019, budget under $2 million. We are thankful for the commitment of our 150 proud volunteers who executed the event and welcomed visitors from across the world now just 2 short years ago, right here in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. And thank you to our partners, the Region of Queens Municipality, newly rebranded Queens Coast. Come see our beaches and relocate here. The province of Nova Scotia, ACOA, and locally Mersey Seafoods are amazingly committed major local sponsor. Our host accommodations operators, White Point Beach Resort, and Best Western Plus offered so much to the experience of participants and visitors. And to Daryl L. and all the tech crews and the World Curling Federation, thank you for your confidence and guidance throughout the event. Oh, I think Chairman Greg is going to be found soon. Keep your eye open for him. The event had such an impact on our small Nova Scotia community and is paying dividends even to this day. The live stream on World Curling Federation YouTube TV, the vignettes, the transformation of this beautiful facility, Queen's Place Americenter, and the exposure across the many social media channels and Prime TV networks. Experiences such as the pomp and ceremony of the opening, the bands and the team intros, the cultural experiences, the closing banquet and send-off at the local fire hall that was so beautifully transformed with great music and of course a feed of Nova Scotia lobster, just unforgettable. The event also enabled the activation of a regional events platform, Events Liverpool, so check it out. And this world event delivered a net GDP to the province of Nova Scotia of $1 million and locally a $600,000 direct impact in Liverpool. Our host society, our community, and our great volunteers and sponsors are still fired up and we are ready to go again. Thank you and all stay safe.
Okay, I just had to cool off from this hot fire. But thanks, Steve Burns, Manager of Events Promotion and Sponsorship for the Region of Queens Municipality, for accepting that on behalf of your team. I have to say that you are proof that big things can happen in small communities. So bravo, félicitations. Now we are moving on to another round of finalists for the International Sport Event of the Year, le prix de l'événement sportif international de l'année. Now this one, the budget is greater than $2 million. Let's meet them now.
The finalists are...
Les finalistes sont
2019 IIHF World Junior Championship, Vancouver and Victoria, British Columbia.
Championnat mondial junior 2019 de l'IIHF, Vancouver et Victoria, Colombie-Britannique.
Hosting the 2019 IIHF World Junior Championship in both Vancouver and Victoria offered unique opportunities to drive the impact and legacies in British Columbia. BC Hockey and Hockey Canada reached out to all areas of the province with some aspect of the tournament. The Playmakers brought business leaders to serve as event ambassadors, connecting to local partners. A special outreach to South Asian youth to actively engage them in the sport was an important addition to the community program. Victoria made it an unbelievably memorable tournament by adopting the team from Kazakhstan, and Canadian fans ensured the games were all sold out.
Grand Prix cycliste de Québec et de Montréal, Québec. Le Grand Prix cycliste de Québec et le Grand Prix cycliste de Montréal sont les deux seules étapes du circuit mondial de l'UCI à être disputées en Amérique du Nord. Spectacle sportif exaltant, les Grands Prix cyclistes présentent un défi d'organisation inhabituel. Les épreuves sont gratuites, sans revenu de billetterie provenant de plus de 200 000 spectateurs rassemblés le long des parcours. Aussi, le soutien de nombreux commanditaires et partenaires ainsi que de 150 bénévoles dévoués s'avère essentiel pour la tenue des événements.
Many ancillary activities encourage young athletes as the international iconic cyclists inspire both young and old, while positioning Quebec and Montreal as outstanding North American road cycling cities. Prince George 2019 World Para-Nordic Skiing Championships. Prince George, British Columbia. The first World Championship sporting event ever held in Prince George was also the first time the World Para-Nordic Skiing Championships were hosted in Canada. This provided a tremendous opportunity to market Prince George on the international stage and was an important development for sport tourism. From 19 participating countries, the 145 athletes received a warm welcome from the volunteers, who were trained on accessibility awareness from Spinal Cord Injury BC. Over $850,000 of improvements were made to the Caledonia Nordic Ski Club, with over $100,000 going to accessibility improvements. Hosting the event has left an indelible legacy on the community. And the award goes to
Le prix est présenté à
2019 IIHF World Junior Championship, Vancouver and Victoria, British Columbia.
Hi, Sport Tourism Canada. My name is Riley Witcher, the director of the 2019 IIHF World Junior Hockey Championship. Wow, what a great honor it is to be receiving this incredible award. Over 2 years of planning and preparation went into hosting this World Championship. On behalf of the host organizing committee, the province of British Columbia, the cities of Vancouver and Victoria, Sport Hosting Vancouver, Tourism Victoria, BC Hockey and Hockey Canada, we would like to thank Sport Tourism Canada for the 2020 International Sport Event of the Year Award in Group A. This historic event took place throughout all of British Columbia, including the two host cities of Vancouver and Victoria. The passion of fans that came to games from all over the world truly helped showcase why working with such great partners to bring events to British Columbia is such an enjoyable experience. Last but not least, we could not have hosted this without our incredible group of over 700 volunteers that truly made this a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We thank you again and look forward to our next opportunity to host and hopefully see everyone in person again in the near future. Thank you very much.
In person. That sounds amazing. Thanks to Hockey Canada's Riley Witcher. Congratulations to you, your team in Vancouver, Victoria, your many partners, and of course, the volunteers. We're now heading into our final two events that we're recognizing, and I hope you're getting comfortable. I'm sitting by the fire. I went from ski boots to high heels to slippers. Hey, I'm at home, right? Well, we are now wanting to recognize the Canadian Sport Event of the Year, le prix de l'événement sportif canadien de l'année. Now, this is recognizing either a single sport, multi-sport, or collegiate event that has great success and outstanding achievements. And this has happened in Canada in 2019, where the event's right holder is a Canadian governing body or entity. Now, this category as well has been broken up into two categories based on budget, and it's presented by Quebec City Business Destination. Now, to present the finalists, here is Ariane Croteau, Account Executive, and this is the Group B with a budget less than $1 million.
Bonjour à tous, I'm Ariane Croteau, Account Executive for the Sport Market for Quebec City Business Destination. It's a pleasure to participate at this first virtual gala to celebrate our sport tourism industry and in particular the outstanding event hosted in 2019 across our country. As you'll see, these nominated events demonstrate how hosting sporting event is in our DNA. Of course, 2020 has changed many of our plans and has forced us to reinvent ourselves. But let's remain confident that we will host again spectacular and innovative events that represent so well sport tourism in Canada. To all of you who are involved in our sport tourism industry's bouncing back, thank you. As a destination, our role was and remains more than ever to simplify the process for those who want to organize events and conferences in Quebec City. We work hand in hand with our partner to make your experience like no other. We sincerely value your collaboration and it will be a pleasure working with you on your upcoming events. We are really looking forward to welcoming you back in Quebec City when the context foresees it. Je vous dis donc un gros merci et à bientôt. And now let's have a look at the video of the finalists for the Canadian Sport Event of the Year Award, budget less than $1 million.
The finalists are...
Les finalistes sont
2019 Canadian Ultimate Championships, Edmonton, Alberta.
Championnat canadien d'Ultimate 2019, Edmonton, Alberta.
The 2019 Canadian Ultimate Championships in Edmonton saw an increased professional atmosphere surrounding the event. Additional services were provided for athletes, and multiple games per day were live streamed. A small team of 14 volunteers worked locally for 18 months on the event. Their success led to a considerable financial boost, both locally and nationally. Funds raised go to program development and support growth in Edmonton and across the country. The 2019 event exceeded its financial goals by almost 50% due to successful partnerships with local businesses. For many juniors, it was their first national tournament, leaving a lasting impact as they share their experiences back home. Durham Region 2019 Ontario Parasport Games, Durham Region, Ontario.
Région de Durham, Jeux Parasport de l'Ontario 2019, Région de Durham, Ontario.
Hosting the 2019 Ontario Parasport Games has had a profound impact on Durham Region. Businesses have adapted their facilities to accommodate disabilities. Volunteers were trained and received new insight into supporting individuals with disabilities. Over 60 community groups joined Be the Roar, adopting teams and athletes and cheering them on during the games. Spectators filled the sledge hockey medal games to overcapacity. The inspiring stories were numerous and took place every day. New sitting volleyball and bocce programs have been launched. More individuals with disabilities in Durham Region and beyond will experience the life-changing benefits of parasport participation because of the Games. The Royal Canadian Legion National Youth Track and Field Championships, Cape Breton, Nova Scotia.
Championnats nationaux d'athlétisme pour jeunes de la Légion royale canadienne, Cap-Breton, Nouvelle-Écosse.
The only U18 and U16 track and field championships in Canada, the Royal Canadian Legion has been conducting the National Youth Track and Field Championships since 1975, in memory of those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Organized in the name of Canada's veterans, an element of remembrance is prominent throughout the event. This year's closing banquet featured 2 Second World War veterans as special guests. Cape Breton University hosted the over 720 athletes, 180 coaches and chaperones in its outstanding educational facility. The warmth, friendliness, and professionalism of the volunteers were deemed gold medal worthy. As one athlete said, "Legion Nationals was truly the best part of my summer." And the award goes to...
Le prix est présenté à
Durham Region 2019 Ontario Parasport Games, Durham Region, Ontario.
We're humbled and proud to be recognized with this prestigious award. Thank you, Sport Tourism Canada. Thanks also to the Ministry of Heritage, Sport, Tourism and Culture Industries for their collaboration. We were determined to make the Durham Region 2019 Ontario Parasport Games the best games yet. We were inspired by advice from Mike Frogley, a local resident and coach of our national men's wheelchair basketball team. Frog told us the athletes were working hard to be at their best to compete at the games, so we should work our hardest to ensure our games were the best. Those words became our rallying cry.
We are so proud of the way our community came together to embrace that challenge and demonstrated our commitment and value for accessibility and inclusion. In less than 2 weeks, we had more than 300 volunteer registrations. Still more people volunteered to hand knit toques and write postcards of encouragement for the athletes and coaches. They also answered our call to be the roar and gave our athletes the thrill of competing in front of grandstands filled with boisterous fans. We share this award with all of them.
Thanks to generous sponsors, we blew past our financial goals, netting a $112,000 legacy fund, nearly 500% over target. The legacy fund is being used for grants for lower income youth to enjoy Parasport, the Parasport School Grow It program, an adaptive sport festival, a sledge hockey accessibility rink upgrades, and Durham Adaptive Sport Collective to grow opportunities and participation across our region.
I love competing in bocce. The games were even more exciting because I received letters and cards from fans and had a lot of people come to cheer for me. They wore all red, just like me, to show they were part of my team. I will always remember that sea of red. Thank you.
Thank you for those inclusive remarks from the Durham Region 2019 Ontario Parasport Games. Now, Lori, Dawn, Emmy, well done, but man, bocce athlete Nico, your passion is infectious, and I hope I get to watch you play sometime. Now on to the final award. Sorry if I just broke your eardrums there. The Canadian Sport Event of the Year. Le Prix de l'événement sportif canadien de l'année. And this is Group A, which is a budget greater than $1 million. For this, we're going to welcome back Ariane Croteau, déléguée commerciale Québec Destination Affaires, to present the finalists.
And now let's have a look at the video of the finalists for the Canadian Sport Event of the Year award, budget greater than $1 million.
The finalists are...
Les finalistes sont
2019 Canada Winter Games, Red Deer, Alberta.
Jeux d'hiver du Canada 2019, Red Deer, Alberta.
6 years in the planning, Red Deer welcomed over 3,600 athletes, managers, and coaches, and over 26,000 visitors to the 2019 Canada Winter Games. This event gave amateur athletes in 19 sports both a national competition platform and, for many, their first taste of a multi-sport environment. The organizers overcame severe weather, as cold as minus 52 Celsius, to ensure the athlete experience was top-notch. They held a national torch relay, instituted a seamless team travel program, saw increased media coverage, and completed 4 capital sport infrastructure projects. The spirit of volunteerism and enhanced sense of community that developed will leave Red Deer forever changed. 2019 Memorial Cup, Halifax, Nova Scotia.
La Coupe Memorial 2019, Halifax, Nouvelle-Écosse.
The 2019 Memorial Cup in Halifax took the event back to its roots, connecting with the military at Canadian Forces Base Halifax, as the Memorial Cup was created in remembrance of many soldiers who died during the First World War. The event celebrated the 25th anniversary of the Halifax Mooseheads and the 50th anniversary of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. Volunteers turned out in droves, giving 20,000 hours of their time to the success and gaining valuable experience to host events in the future. Deemed the best of all time and fiscally successful, its legacy will live on in a fund to support children playing hockey without financial hardship. 2019 Tim Hortons NHL Heritage Classic, Regina, Saskatchewan.
Classique héritage Tim Hortons 2019 de la LNH, Regina, Saskatchewan.
The 2019 Tim Hortons NHL Heritage Classic was the first ever regular season outdoor game played in Canada in a province without an NHL team. It featured the Winnipeg Jets and the Calgary Flames. Mosaic Stadium at Evraz Place was transformed into a fully functioning ice rink in only 12 days and went back to a CFL football field in 4. Hockey Week ensured wide participation beyond the game, with a sledge hockey camp, skating at the Brand Center, and many other activities. Beyond inspiring young athletes by bringing the NHL stars to Regina, a scholarship program for male and female Indigenous hockey players will be its enduring legacy. And the award goes to...
Le prix est présenté à
2019 Canada Winter Games, Red Deer, Alberta.
As the CEO of the 2019 Canada Winter Games, thank you for selecting us as the Canadian Sport Event of the Year. I'm incredibly proud of the many infrastructure, social and economic legacies that the 2019 Games has left in our community. While many outstanding feats occurred on the field of play, I'm especially proud of the accomplishments that occurred off the field. Notable achievements focused on the importance of diversity and inclusion. During our Arts and Cultural Festival, we hosted the first ever official Pride Days event at a Canada Games, and we showcased gender equity through our national broadcast. Thank you to Team 2019. Our board, staff, and 4,600 volunteers dedicated countless hours before the Games and persisted through a lengthy cold snap during the Games to deliver a life-shaping Games experience for all participants. Thank you to our funding parties, the Government of Canada, the Government of Alberta, and the City of Red Deer, also the Canada Games Council. Your support was crucial to our success. Thank you to our sponsors, friends of the Games, donors, and community partners. Your support enabled us to raise the bar and deliver the best Canada Games yet and achieve the highest revenue program ever for a Canada Games. To the athletes, coaches, managers participated in the Games, and the spectators who cheered them on in the stands from across the country, the artists, performers, and bands who hit the stage for the 52 Degree North Festival and helped us celebrate an amazing 2 weeks, thank you.
My fellow Canadians, mes chers Canadiens et Canadiennes, over 16 days in 2019, our village of 37 million people demonstrated the power of sport to unite the people of this great land that we call our Canada. We made this once-in-a-lifetime moment ours, as individuals, as a community, and as a country in pursuit of possibilities. To the people of Red Deer, be incredibly proud of what you accomplished. We are here, my community, because you courageously said yes. We are here because you said we will find a way. We are here because you said we'll do it together. Thank you, Canada Games, for the opportunity to welcome our fellow Canadians to our community. Merci.
Thank you to Sport Tourism Canada for organizing the Prestige Awards and for this recognition. It is truly an honor to have been nominated alongside first-class events such as the 2019 Memorial Cup and the 2019 Tim Hortons NHL Heritage Classic. For almost a decade, I have worked with an amazing team on the 2019 Games. I am so proud to share this award with my team and our amazing community. Thank you for this incredible honor.
This was our moment. Thank you.
Once again, congratulations, Red Deer, for an incredible event. Games CEO Scott Robinson, Red Deer's Mayor Tara Veer, Lynn Radford, the Games Chair, as well as the quick appearance by Vice Chair Hugh McPherson. Congratulations to you, your team, and your community. So this concludes our 2020 Prestige Sport Tourism Awards. Ça marque la fin de notre événement ce soir. Je veux te remercier pour être ici avec nous. Thank you for being here. We are all a part of meaningful journeys, but the collective path in which we are walking together, well, it's better because of you, your teams, and your events. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I also want to thank Sport Tourism Canada and Barb McDonald plus her team for rallying, coming together and putting this together. I think we did an okay job for the first ever virtual Prestige Awards. Now, until we can be back in person to bid, host, cheer on the athletes, I want to thank you for joining us, and I hope you stay healthy, stay well, and we'll see you soon.